Hey, happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome to a Thursday edition of 5 Minutes with Phil. Thank you again for joining me here today. I want to remind you that you could always stay in touch with what happens at Bethel Church of Talmadge by following our YouTube page. On that YouTube page, you could like, you could subscribe, you can ring the little bell, and that will enable you to get notifications every time we put something brand new on our YouTube page. And I'm going to tell you, we're very active with our YouTube page, so you can catch all of our live streams, you can catch our services, some clips from the services, you can catch our music, and obviously you can catch every episode of 5 Minutes with Phil. So please take advantage of that, and I hope that is a blessing to you. Share it with your friends, and if we can bless you or somebody that you care about, that is a huge win for us. So thank you. Today, I want to take you to a promise that God gave to his people in the book of Deuteronomy chapter 31. Deuteronomy 31 verse 8. And I believe that not only is it a promise for the people, for God's people back then, but I believe it's a promise for us right here in 2024. And I especially want to talk to people today that maybe you are facing some intimidating circumstances. Maybe it's at work, maybe it's at home, maybe it's on the campus for our students that are watching. Maybe you're finding yourself in just it's a really intimidating, kind of a scary time, whatever that might be. This verse is for you. Take a look at this. Deuteronomy chapter 31 verse 8. It says, "Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord will personally go ahead of you. He will be with you. He will neither fail you nor abandon you." You know, it's amazing. There are some actions on the part of the Lord that we can count on when we are facing some intimidating, unsure, scary times, whether that be life in general or something very specific that you're facing here. We have a promise that the Lord will personally go ahead of us. So God leads the way, doesn't he? God goes ahead of us. He makes sure that the way is safe, that the way is clear, that he is leading us in whatever direction that he has called us to do. I appreciate that about God, because it's not like he's saying, well, go and good luck, I hope you do okay. No, he goes before us. He leads the way. And then we're reminded that not only will he go ahead of us, but he'll also be with us. He will also be with us. So it's not enough for God that he just goes ahead of us and makes the way clear, but then he accompanies us afterwards. He comes back and gets us, and he's with us, and he walks with us, and he's there with us. That means that you're not alone. That means that you're not by yourself in this whole thing. God wants to take you with him throughout whatever it is that you're facing. And then it says thirdly that he will not fail you. How good is that? You don't have to worry about losing. You don't have to worry about God dropping the ball. He will not fail you at all. God's way is perfect. God does all things well. He does them all perfectly well. And he will not fail you. And then finally, this small verse says that he will not abandon you. So even if times get challenging, he doesn't take off. He doesn't leave you behind. He doesn't leave you to yourself and make you fend for yourself while he deals with somebody else that he might like better. That's just not God. That's not God at all. He's there with you, and he will not abandon you. And how great is that? Even if you feel like He's abandoned you. He won't abandon you. And so today I want to remind you of these 4 things. He will personally go ahead of you. He'll be with you. He will never fail you. And he will not abandon you. And that is great news today in whatever it is that you're facing today. God bless you. Thanks for joining me. I hope that blesses you, and we will see you next time, okay? Love you. Take care. Bye-bye.